Hello, it's Jeannie. How are you? I hope you're well. We just got home from Mexico, had a pretty good trip, but I have a video coming about that and I'll give you all the details. The highs and the lows. Not really lows, just I had a little accident, but everything's fine. One of the things about coming home is you get tons of mail that has to be opened and packages to sort through. And for the most part, I enjoy that. A good amount of it is junk mail. Just you don't realize how much junk mail comes on a daily basis. And so, but sorting through some of the cool stuff. Now, I can say this because my husband doesn't watch my videos. One of the things I got is for an upcoming Father's Day gift for him, and it's diddly squat hats that I ordered from Diddly Squat Farms, Jeremy Clarkson's Farms. If you haven't seen that, watch it. We watch it on Amazon Prime. It's Jeremy Clarkson who takes over the running of his 1,000-acre farm in the Cotswolds, England. And we got hooked. We watched every one, and we're finishing up the season now. So anyway, I went online to the Diddly Squat store and ordered a couple of hats. And I thought, I'll pack them both up and see. I'll let him pick it out. I got a black one and a green one. So I ordered a couple of other things that haven't shown up. So I'm going to have to follow up with that. But anyway, I'm really excited about that. So that was one of the things that I came home to. And, my husband doesn't even think to ask anymore, what's in that box? What's in that box? I just get so much stuff, So another thing I got is something I found. Look it! Jackie magazines from the 1970s. So I got the Diddly Squat stuff, and that's from England, and these are also from the UK. So that's what we're going to go through today. One other thing I got that I was really excited about was my wine shipment. Many of you know I used to be a winemaker. I still could be, but I'm not making wine out here in Texas, but I did make wine in California. And I'll show you some of that process in a separate video because I have a lot of photos and footage and things like that. But my wine shipment is a wine subscription called Naked Wines. And I've been a member of Naked Wines for about 10 years, since about 2015. And what it is, like I said, it's a subscription for as often as you want. And you get to try so many amazing wines. And we've discovered some really awesome winemakers through this subscription club. And it is out of, California. So they cut out the middleman, which saves a lot of money because you're not buying it at a store where the store gets a profit. I found a nice Cabernet Sauvignon that we are going to pair with tonight's dinner, which is a steak. We're going to have a steak and some vegetables. And I haven't done a lot of grocery shopping since I've been back, so I'm not sure what else. Might just be the steak, but that's okay. And so pairing wines is fun because you can try, say, a nice Cabernet Sauvignon with a nice steak, which is typically a very classic pairing, kind of a big red bold with a nice fatty red meet, and it's a fun thing to do. And so it's nice to be trying these newer wines that we discover. And you go onto their website, you can fill out the things you like, the flavor profiles you like, whites, reds, sparklings, this, that, and the other. Or are you just open to trying anything? So I really encourage you to check them out. I selected these wines, and I love when we get them and I can try them out. Naked Wines provides funding to top-tier winemakers and provides them with everything they need to create their best wines. And in return, we receive preferential pricing, and customers save up to 60% in the US and about 33% in the UK off retail prices. You can select from a pre-curated case or shop based on your own preferences. After you drink a wine, you can go in and put in your own notes and rate those wines if you did or didn't enjoy a bottle, and then you can either get more, or if it's gone when that particular winemaker makes more, you are notified. So check them out in the pinned comment and in the video description, and drink responsibly, of course. And this is a great way to incorporate discovering wines into your lifestyle if this is something you've been wanting to do. I absolutely recommend Naked Wines. Like I said, I've been a member since 2015, and we're in 2025 right now. So I will put all the information in the pinned comment or in the video description, so do check them out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Jackie magazines. Now, I have to tell you, these were expensive. I got them on eBay. And I particularly wanted the 70s because remember in a previous video, I showed you a Tiger Beat or teen magazine, I think both, from the 70s here in the US. And so I got a lot of feedback from my UK followers saying, oh, we read Jackie. So I went and looked on eBay to see if I could find it. And I found this one, this first one, and I bought this one alone. And I can't remember what I paid, but I think it was like $25. But you guys have done that. Buy me a cup of coffee, and all those funds go directly to these props. So thank you. But I did pull the trigger and I bought this one. Well, after that, I saw another ad on eBay for a grouping of these. And I think I paid as much for all of these as I did for that one. So let me tell you what I paid because I'm curious. It's been a while. And so let's see. eBay. Let's go into it and see my orders. My eBay. Okay, let's see. Saved purchases. Okay. Okay, so this grouping of Jackie magazines was 21.62 pounds, British pounds. Oh, yes, and this one alone was 23.79 pounds. So it was more, the single was more than the grouping. So I spent close to 50 pounds, a little over with shipping. And that would be what, about 20%, so 50, so probably about $60 to get these. But I'm excited to go through them. I have not even opened them. So, although the one I bought that was on its own, look at this. The back has something cut out of it. I don't think they disclosed that, but I don't know. I think maybe they tore it accidentally, or it was 50 years ago. Who knows? So I probably won't do a 4-hour blah, blah, blah going through all of these. So what I'll do is I'll go through a couple of them and see how much time that takes. So I might get 2 or 3. And so the first one is from November 18th, 1972. And then the others are from 77 and 78, various months of 77 and 78. So I thought I'd start with 72 and see what is in here. Yeah, oops, I've got 2 pair of glasses here. Actually, I've got 3. Let me use these. They're not super thick. Oh, it's interesting. You know what? I'll bet they ripped off their address. Maybe. No. No. Because on the inside here, it looks like somebody doodled. It says, my name is Tracy Boniface, Boniface, or Boniface. So, if this is from 1972, so if Tracy, let's say she was 15 in 1972, that would have her born in 1957. So she would be, what, 69, 70, yeah, 68, 69, right in there. So Tracy Boniface or Boniface, if you are in the UK and this was yours, I have it now. Let's see what else you went through. And so we've got a picture of a band. I'm wondering if I will know these bands. Okay, we have, looks like cartoons or comic strip, black and white. Oh, a Get a Better Beauty Routine. Okay, we'll look at that. A Way to Spend Saturday Night. Oh, what will I do with my life? Okay, Fan Club Corner. Oh, interesting. So if you're a fan, want to be in the fan club for, say, David Bowie, I loved him. It's in care of Hilda, 57 Northern Road, Aylesbury in Bucks. Let's see, who else would I know? The Jackson 5 would have been in London, of course. Let's see. Elvis would have been in Leicester. Osmonds would have been London. The Hollies, London. Richard Chamberlain, and he just passed away like a week or 2 or 3 ago. His was in Sheerness in Kent. Let's see, what else? Anyway, all these fan clubs. So, pop gossip, more cartoons or comic strips, products, and fashion. Interesting, a lot of comic strip type stuff. Okay, then the second one we'll look at, let's jump to October of 78. Let's just pick that one out. It's kind of a fall issue. Sorry for the reflection. Leaves the rest behind for beauty. Fun, fun, be a party smarty. True life problems. What are you scared of? Boomtown Rats, a pinup. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go through and see, okay, if it's similar. Well, we're talking 72 to 78, so 6 years later. I don't see the comic strips, letters, a little short story, personal stories. Okay, fashion, so they're talking about knits. I remember this. Do you ever feel like hiding your face? And this was for Propa PH. Do you remember this? Anybody my age remember? Maybe they still have it. I don't know. Okay, John Travolta. Andy Gibb. He was so cute. Okay, here's the comic strips. Wow, a lot of comic strips. And they end it with a kiss. Okay, the Boomtown Rats. I think I kind of remember hearing about them. Okay, more comic stuff. Beauty box. Stories. This is interesting on the back here. It says, I slept like a log. Let me read this to you. It says, I warmed the milk, stirred in some coffee powder, sprinkled on a few grains of cinnamon, took a chocolate log for dipping and dunking, and never stirred all night long. Tasty milk drink leaflet to the national. Okay, enjoy a natural pinta. So it's from, this ad is for milk. You know, like a warm cup of milk at night. But it seems to me if you put coffee in milk, coffee has caffeine, that might defeat the purpose. So, I mean, the cinnamon, yeah. Anyway, a natural pinta. I'm not sure I know that lingo. So, that was a 78. And then, since these are so small, I'll do a third one. And this is from December of 78, December 9th. And interesting, it's another one about John Travolta. John Travolta, his first love. So we'll go into, oh, look at this picture of him. Oh, he was so cute. I loved him in Welcome Back, Kotter. Yeah. And Grease, of course. Who didn't love Grease? Okay, so those will be the ones we do. And then these, maybe we'll do these another time. Tell me what you think. If you want more Jackie magazines, kind of teen magazines from the UK. I mean, it could be a long blah, blah, blah video, which might just help you fall asleep, right? And yeah, so let's go ahead and get the camera over and look through these together. Okay, I'm going to show you these. Here is that first one. Look at this. It's 4P, November 18th, 1972. And it came out on Thursdays. Now, look at this one. The one from October of 78 came out, and it on Thursdays, 8P. So is that pence? I'm sorry for not knowing the currency. I know it's not pounds. That would be way too much. So 4P, it must be pence. Okay, let's start with this one. I love these dogs. I can't imagine grooming them, though. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of, here it is. My name is Tracy Boniface or Boniface, depending on how they pronounced it. See that? Right here. Right here. Wouldn't that just be something if somebody knew her? Okay, and then they've got, thanks to Slade, from Jenny Thomas in Hunslet, Yorks, or maybe Yorkshire, Hunslet, Yorkshire. Some of your readers may feel the same way I did regarding growing old. I never wanted to grow old, and I used to shudder at the thought of being 21. I thought once you reach this age of complete maturity, the gates of youth slam shut, leaving you to grow old gracefully and quietly, with all your youthful whims and fancies left behind. But now I have reached this magic age of maturity. I find I have grown up. But do you think with grace? Not on your life. Thanks to 4 superb males stomping their way through the charts, making me cheer, dance, and clap with them. I have once again entered the teeny bopper age with a vengeance. These 4 guys are Slade, wonderful, superb Slade. They send me back to the days of pictures on the bedroom walls and frantic stomping whenever I hear their music. I salute you, Naughty, Jim, Dave, and Don. I love you. I love your music. Keep bopping. Oh, Jenny, that's so cute. That's this letter. And then we've got the horoscope. Let's see, what's mine? Pisces. Your tendency is to live Oh, wait a minute. Your tendency to live in the future takes a serious turn this week as you start to get clearer ideas of what you want out of life and how you can get it. You could do well if you stick to your plan. A friend issues a surprise invitation. Accept it. Ooh. Okay, so this says Jackie Lindisfarne. I don't know. Is that the name of the band? Who is this? I don't know. Okay. Okay, some story about some guy who came in through a girl's window, and what is he doing? Going in? He's lucky he doesn't get shot. I guess it was an accident. It started off as a simple boy meets girl story, but the girl didn't tell him he was married, so he's crawling out the window, and that's when he meets this other girl. And look, sparks. Okay. Beauty routine. Let's see. Makeup, bathing. A daily bath is nice. Hair and hands, exercise, manicure. Interesting. I like this question. If you could meet a ghost, whose would it be? Okay. Answer me that. If you could meet a ghost, who would it be? I think I know mine. It would be, well, I have too many actually. It would be a family member, several of them. My dad, my brothers, my son. Yeah. Okay, so here are some of the people who answered this, and let me tell you their towns. Let's see, Lincoln, I don't know where that is. Oldham, Lancashire. Littlehampton, Sussex. Auckland Road in Cambridge. Dilton Lane in Cambridge. Torrey Glen in Glasgow. Surrey, let's see, Birmingham, Cambridge, more, Alve Church in Worcestershire, Cambridge, and Cambridge. Okay. A way to spend Saturday night. It's a story. And let's see, mascara, Q-Tex mascaras in different colors. Okay, what will I do with my life? The continuation of the story. Oh, I remember these bras, these first bras. Okay, max factor. Don't cover your face, just cover your spots. Ooh, the QAs, the Queen Alexandra's Royal Army Nursing Corps. Pop gossip, okay. So, let's see. Blackfoot Sue, never heard of him or them. Let's see. Lynn Paul of the New Seekers. Had one great ambition as a girl. She wanted to be an air hostess. That's a flight attendant. Let's see, lounging about. Who is this? Ooh, David Bowie. Let's see, David Essex. And who is this? Gilbert O'Sullivan. I liked Gilbert O'Sullivan. Okay, Baby Bird by Customs. What is that? Oh, it's a talc, like a talc powder. Then we have more comic strips. Interesting. Oh, and we have something that was cut out. Super soft shampoo smooths each separate hair until it shines. And this is the Kathy Clare page. Kathy and Claire, I'm sorry. So, advice. I get flustered when I'm out with boys and sometimes say more than I mean. Oh my goodness. My mom is always on at me about wasting my youth and why I don't go out dancing and dating boys like other girls. Oh. Okay. And this is skirts, long skirts as a fashion. You know, why do they draw them and not just show them on models, you know? Because really, who has, long legs like this? I get the idea. Okay, another comic strip. Not comedy, but, whatever they call these. And then let's see. I don't know what this is. Okay, and that's it. Another story, a Jackie complete story by Penny Watson. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, my love. And here's the ripped page with Steve Hodson on the back. I don't know him. Okay, so now let's pop over to October 7th of 78, 6 years ahead. All right, the editor's letters, just little anecdotal stories, ads for things. You know, it's funny, I don't want to pass over some of these things because when I was a teen, I looked at these and each one, held a dream of being better some way. If it was like a beauty thing or a beauty tip or a new lip gloss or something like that. Okay, letters to the editor. Okay, another short story. Another horoscope. Travel is indicated for the weekend, with maybe a little romance along the way. I just got back from travel. Okay, 10:06. We had this in the States by Bonnie Bell. And Deep Pore Cleanser. I still kind of remember the smell. Okay. I was afraid of him. Okay, Young Love. The story of Young Love. And then the fashion talk this week was knitting, knits, wearing knits, so sweaters. Oh, I just knocked that. Okay, gossip. Jimmy Purser, the singer with Sham. Sham 69. I don't know that. Okay, here's John Travolta, Andy Gibb, Boney M, Kate Bush, Jet Black of the Stranglers, and Goldie, Pete McDonald of Goldie. Okay, another, cartoon strip. Hair products. Interesting, they show this super wild curly hair, and they didn't have diffusers, so interesting. It's a U-dryer to save on your wrist, but that would have frizzed her hair out, They didn't, I don't see any diffusers here for hair like that. Okay, John Travolta cartoon. Okay, the Boomtown Rats. I've heard of them. I remember hearing of them. They were not in my wheelhouse of what I listened to. Okay. Let's see. Beauty, be a glamour girl. Okay. Boy, I'd never seen a teen magazine with so many cartoon strips. An advertisement, a little bit country, a tweed jacket, £9.50, and a skirt and waistcoat also for £9.50. Wow. Okay, let's see, feminine products, beauty tips. How to get this kind of punk look. Have you ever had a dream come true? Oh, this is one of those on-the-spot interviews like the what ghost, whose ghost would you want to meet? And there's another one for you if you're still awake listening to me. Have you ever had a dream come true? Tell me about it. I have. Okay, Madge and Beryl, Party Smarty. Okay, products, shampoos, wart dissolver, medicated masks. Oh my goodness. What are you scared of? I'm scared people will laugh at me. I'm scared I'm going to die. I'm scared to talk to other people. Another story. And the Kathy and Claire advice. And then here's that warm milk for sleep. I haven't tried that. I should try that again. Some nights I can't sleep. We put on ASMR, right? Have we tried warm milk? Okay, and then the last one will be December 9th of 78. Also 9p. I loved 77 and 78, and those were some of my favorite years. 76, 77, 78. Okay, this is a Patti Smith. It's about Patti Smith. I liked Patti Smith. What is this? Just different products, special offers, your horoscope, letters to the editor. Okay, boy talk. Who would you like to share a woolly jumper with? Okay, here's another one. Another milk. There's a tiger in my milk. Look at her makeup. Here, let me see if I can. Yeah. So first mix a third. Is it pinta or a third of pinta milk or pint of milk or pinta milk? I just don't know. What is that? Somebody's going to have to fill me in there. Pinta milk, pinta milk. Okay, with a scoop of peanut butter, then whip up some raisins with some fresh cream and pour that into the glass. Huh, interesting. Okay, a story. They'll never trust me again. What are you giving away this Christmas? Kind of gift ideas. Under 50p, 50p to £1, 1 to 2, 2 to 5, and then books and records. Let's see, so they kind of show some of these things. So 2 to 5 pounds. Shawls and purses. Interesting. Okay, more products. Another story, a love out of time. And another, what do you call these? Comic strips? Cartoon strips? I don't know what else you would call these. All right, cream silk for dry or damaged hair, greasy hair, normal or flyaway hair. Cream silk. Okay, our son John Travolta, an interview with his parents. Aw, that's cute. He was so cute. He's still, he's not gone, but he was cute when he was young. Okay, the Alessi brothers. I don't know them. Willie and Bobby Alessi. Does anyone remember them? Okay, and what's your style? So, kind of the hair fashion of the 70s, late 70s. Sorry about the glare. The Secret War of Elizabeth Howard. King Charles, having smuggled King Charles II to safety after his defeat in the Civil War of 1651, young Richard Wolfe and his beloved Elizabeth Howard set off on a hazardous journey to London to arrange for the king's passage to France. Interesting, a historical story, love story. Okay, Hunting Tower. A BBC studio thing. I've never heard of it. Aftershave. Zendik aftershave. Okay, more. You know, they do these drawings, and this is their fashion advice. And they tell you where you can buy it and or who made it and how much. But why not just use regular models? So a lacy trimmed cream petticoat from Marks and Spencer, $3.99. Okay. Did everybody have a Marks and Spencer by them? When we were driving around, in Yorkshire, I didn't see anything like that. Okay, another story, Heartbreak for One. Dial-a-Disc brings your favorite top hits evenings and weekends. You look the number up in your phone book and you call for I guess for them to play what you want. Okay, nail biting, gossip, hot gossip. Chris Norman, Kate Bush. Let's see, who is that? Timothy Whitnell and Bob Geldof. Oh yeah, we knew Bob Geldof. Oh yeah. Could you weave a dream for him? Oh look, somebody answered. 1A, 4 B's, 3 C's, and 5 D's. And so here's the conclusion. If you have mostly A's or B's or C's or D's, it tells you what kind of person you are. The Kathy and Claire advice column. That is the milk. Look at the backs of some of these. Because okay, so pears, hair color, I just like looking at the backs. What is this? Cleanser, skincare, more hair dryers, Sunbeam, and then the Christmas edition. Here's another picture of the Boomtown Rats. Well, it's interesting, I think, that they are advertising to this new era of, the punk look, that edgy, starting to use funky colors in the hair. And that definitely started over in the UK before it happened here in the US. But it did catch on. So tell me, I'd love to hear from you, UK people, and also my US and friends from everywhere. What did you think about these compared to the teen magazines, our US Teen and Tiger Beat? And if there was a teen magazine in your country, what was it like? What was the name of it? Maybe I could find one. And let me know. I'd love to hear feedback on that. So I hope you enjoyed this long little blast to the past, to the 70s teen world. I enjoyed getting these and showing them to you. So anyway, I hope if it's time for you now to be resting or sleeping, that you do. And I wish you so much wellness, so much rest and relaxation and good memories of your own from your teens. I will see you very soon in the next video. Goodbye for now.